What up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, coming at you on a holiday weekend. So happy Memorial Day. If you're catching this video real time, if you're catching it after the fact, then just know that it was Memorial Day. So, as any 2A content creator would do on an extended holiday weekend, I went to the range. So, we got a nice one lined up for you today. We got a double stack 1911 Parapalooza. We didn't say completely 1911 though. We did crash the party with a hybrid, so we got that SIG X5 mixed in there. Not really a comparison video, but we just took the firearms out, put some rounds down range, mixed it up, and just caught some of the footage. But it's a pretty nice lineup. So let me just give you an idea of what to expect from end to end. So starting out, we started out with the Rock Island TAC Ultra HC or FSHC chambered in 45 ACP. So this is the one here that I polished up, broke it down all the way, and just kind of dressed it up. So that's where we started. And moving on along, next in the lineup, another Rock Island. So this here is the Pro Match, chambered in 9mm. So this bad boy here is a nice runner. This one's supposed to be ready to go out the gate. We did have some issues with this one here, so I'll get into that after the footage, but had some hiccups. But this is the 9mm in the lineup for the double stacks. So coming on down the line, this one needs no introduction. When you see that tungsten gray, this here is the SIG X5 Legion, chambered in 9mm. So this bad boy here was in the lineup. Coming on down the line, next up, this is the most recent addition. This here is that Remington R1 Limited Travis Tomasi Custom, and this is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. So this bad boy here is a blast to shoot. It's just the second time having it out, but it was outstanding. So gonna enjoy this one. So moving on down the line, last but not least, another Rock Island. So this here is the Rock Island TAC Ultra FSHC, chambered in 10mm. So this is the big dog in the bunch. So we had this bad boy running. So that's our lineup. So we started, well, spoiler alert, the 45 didn't shoot it. Somebody forgot to pack the ammo for the 45. And I'll leave it at that somebody. And since I was the only one, I forgot to pack the ammo. So no rounds out of the 45. But we started with the 9mm. So this one here is first one out the gate. So we'll get into this one here. Check this footage out, and we'll discuss it on the back end. So let's flip to the range. What up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. We out here today. Got a nice group here to go down with. So we're gonna mix it up. We brought the toys today. We're gonna have a little fun, we're gonna mix it up. No particular fun. We're just gonna run these bad boys and see if we can have a good time. So let me get you started. We already got target down. Let's go. Chamber it up. I feel like I had around, but let's see. This here is the 9mm Pro Match. See, second time's a charm. Up in there. You gotta do much better than that. Okay. Let's see if we can't get in the center here. to the head. It's another light primer strike. That's weird. Second light primer strike. Didn't do that the first time I had it out. Yeah. Take a lot off. See what we're doing here. So it looks a little jaded there. Center. Another light primer strike. Let's pop and hit it again. It's better pass. We just need to run it. So let's load that back up. We're just gonna dump it. Now I'll go dead center. That's weird. That's concerning. We're going to switch over and come off of that. All right, so welcome back. All right, so as you can see with this 9mm, we had some light primer strike issues, and that's odd. Last time I had this out, it ran flawless. No issues at all. I haven't broken it down yet for cleaning, but what I'm thinking is it's got to be just some debris or something in there in the firing pin slot. So I'm going to break it down, clean it up. I'll actually take the firing pin out this time and clean it up, just make sure. But I was surprised that I had any issues at all. First time out, it ran flawless. So that was a little bit odd, but I'm sure that is minor. Since I didn't have the issue first time out, I don't see it being a major issue. So I'll break this bad boy down and I'll actually pull the firing pin this time. Because when I cleaned it last time, I didn't pull it. But I'll pull it this time when I clean it and just make sure that there's nothing in there that's slowing down that firing pin. So I don't think that to be a major issue. This bad boy still runs nice, still a nice shooter. So no complaints. It's accurate, it's quick, it's ready for enhancements, but it's gonna be a minute. But we are gonna flip the switch on this bad boy, and when we do, yeah, it's gonna be something special. It's gonna be something real special. So that was the 9mm. Next up, we switched to the SIG. So let's get back out to the range, run some rounds through the SIG, and we'll cover that on the back end. So let's hop back out to the range. Before we regroup, let's run that Legion down through there on that right side. Now the SIG, I shoot the best. SIG P320 Legion, we're gonna go top right. Let's see how we work. that Legion. Legion giving them 19 some work. Let's go center mass here. Finish the mag on the Legion. Yeah, we're just gonna dump that right in the center. Okay. Now we're gonna take a break here. We're gonna reload, regroup, change the target, and we'll be right back with you. All right, so welcome back. So as you can see, the Legion is picture perfect. This bad boy gives you zero issues. It's gonna run with no problem, and it's gonna run as quick as you can pull the trigger. So this here is a true champion. This here is a real nice SIG. This is as close as you're gonna get to 2011 type performance in just a standard polymer pistol. I know it's tungsten infused, it's got a little weight to it, but this is a real nice firearm. If you've never shot a Legion, definitely, if you get a chance, put some rounds down on one of this bad boy. This is definitely one of my favorites in the group. Out of the SIGs, this one as well as the Spectre Comp are my favorite too, but I enjoy shooting this bad boy every time. It's always a blast to get out, and you don't have any issues. When you're running it, that's it. It's going to run as long as you're going to run it. It requires no maintenance, no adjustments. It's just going to go. So the SIG did its thing. Next up is our new addition, and this is that Travis Tomasi Custom, chambered in .40 Smith & Wesson. So let's jump out to the range, see how this bad boy performs, and then we'll flip back in here and we'll cover it, discuss any issues at all. Back to the range. And let's put this Travis Tomasi to work. See how this bad boy is going to act today. Mine's a little finicky, so let's see what we're working with. To the left of the head. Let's take a pull. More accurate just shooting it instead of trying to baby it. So it's just run a quick mag through it. High grip, putting the safety on. Get here. Quick on this bad boy. All right, welcome back in house. So as you can see, this Travis Customs here, Travis Tomasi is the name. Professional shooter, shot for Remington, started out with Para. If you saw the original review on this, I did a full review on this on the channel. He's the inspiration behind this firearm. And this is a nice one. This one here is designed for competition shooting. This was his competition weapon. And this bad boy is nice. And it runs. I'm still getting used to this trigger. The first pull on this trigger feels extremely heavy, so it takes some adjustment. But once you get through that first pull, the follow-up shots are so quick that it catches you off guard. So I'm still adjusting to this. but absolutely no issues with this. This bad boy runs. It runs flawless. I'm really enjoying it. Like I say, still making the adjustment as far as the operating, but that's not a problem. You did see that I did have an issue with the grip, whereas I applied the safety while I was shooting. And another issue that you probably didn't notice is that the slide lock will ease up on you. It doesn't quite have the detent that it should, and that could just be the spring in here for this safety and the slide lock. That spring could be a little weak in there. So I'll get into that. I'll check that out. Might just need swapping out. The safety is nice, and all these weapons are clear. So weapon is clear, magazine is clear. But these bad boys, safety it's tactile, but it's a little, doesn't have quite the detent that I think it should. So we'll look into that. So, but that's not an issue. That's just some tuning. But this bad boy here ran, and I enjoy shooting this. This is becoming a favorite in the collection. I wasn't big on 40 Smith & Wesson prior to this, but this one has made me a fan. So I enjoy this bad boy. So like I say, it's a full review on this on the channel, just to give you a little more history behind it. But next up in the lineup is the 10mm, the big dog. So let's jump out to the range. We'll get some rounds down on this bad boy, and then we'll discuss on the back end the performance of the 10mm. So let's head back out to the range. Okay. Give you a little slight twist there. All right. We haven't showed the 10mm any love, so let's get some rounds down range with that bad boy. Make sure we got the right mag. Okay. See how this 10's hitting. We're dead center. Snatch it. Oh, right off the bat with a slow pipe. It's gonna be like that. Like that. Two. Go nice in the sandbox. Like that. Yep, it's gonna be like that. Okay. Let's see if she warms up. Now she's coming out the gate finicky. So dead center again. Good. Warming up. Just gotta give her a little warm up. Into it. Okay. Coming alive. So let's go ahead with this little magazine here. Okay, chamber, that's a good start. Let's go put some head action here. See how we doing. Maybe she likes her fans. Before I got in here, let's see if it'll spit them out just like that. These followers seem a little sticky. It's the magazines. Let's see if it's we're gonna rest this bad boy. Get something that wants to play. All right, welcome back in house. So as you can see, the big dog is a little finicky. You know, she starts out a little slow. It's like an old car. You got to get her warmed up. You get her warmed up, it'll run for you a little bit, but it's still a little finicky. But I think the issue with this, and I saw it on one of the Hayes Customs videos, the guy, one of the builders. He said one of the primary issues with these is these magazines, because the magazines that come with this are 40 Smith & Wesson magazines. It's not a designated 10 millimeter magazine. And if you know that the casing for the 40 and the 10 millimeter are the same size casing. 10 millimeter is just longer. But what happens is the additional length of that 10 millimeter round, that casing, causes an issue with that 40 round, with that 40 Smith & Wesson mag. The lips are a little bit longer than they should be on the 40 Smith & Wesson for that 10 millimeter. So it needs to be shaved down a little bit, because what's happening is that round is coming off of there and that magazine is not releasing it quick enough for it to get up into the feed ramp. So it's jamming it into the feed ramp. So I'm gonna tune those magazines. I'm gonna shave down some off of that, off of the edge of those lips on those magazines. And I think that's gonna solve it. And plus I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna polish the feed ramp as well as do some polishing on the inside of this bad boy. So I think that's all it is. And I think that'll solve the feeding issues on this, because it's periodic. It's not all the time. So I think it's more so to do with the magazines. But since I'm doing the magazines, I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and do some more additional, just cleaning up and polishing on the inside, just to make it run that much smoother. And I will be changing, because the spring that comes in this bad boy, I think it's like an 18-pound spring or something. It's heavy. But I know you can change it and put a lighter spring in it without affecting the running. It'll still run. Doesn't need to be as heavy as it is. So I will be doing that as well. But the main thing is the feeding. I don't think the spring has anything to do with the feeding. That's just something for my personal preference. So I'll change that out. But other than that, I enjoy shooting this. The weight of these bad boys just makes them shoot nice. They don't shoot like the big calibers, and the 9mm is not a big caliber, so it definitely shoots nice. But this was bringing in the tail end of the group. So let's put this away. And what we did next is just kind of mixed it up with some double taps. So we didn't do any double taps with the 10mm because it was a little finicky. Obviously, we couldn't shoot the 45. We didn't have the ammo. But with the 9mm, we did some double taps. With the SIG, we did some double taps. And then with the 40 Smith & Wesson, we did some double taps. So let's roll into that double tap footage. And then we'll finish up there, and then we'll come back to the table for final thoughts. Let's play with this 40 cal. Okay, let's put a little head action here. This up over here is tricky. Throw that left target next to the head. Double tap's pretty nice. Let's just rope some double tap. See how it's like that. Just double tap. Like that. Let's see. taps. This bad boy runs. Another round. It's easy. Some double taps. So, get here. Yeah, that is just wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. So I'm gonna wrap this right here. It's your boy BTG, AK Bustin' Guns. Holiday weekend, out enjoying these monsters. Holla. All right, so welcome back in house, and hope you enjoyed that. That was a mixture of some double tap footage as well as some rapid fire. This is a new range for us. I've been to this range. This is I'm in Delaware. So that range is in PA. That's in Avondale. That's TSS. That's a real nice range. Awesome setup there. So I've been there. I've shot there before. Always a good time. It's not a close ride, so don't get there that often. But every time we go, it's a blast. Staff is extremely accommodating. Shout out to my man Marcus up there. Always makes it a good time. Keeps us laughing. But I had a good time up there. So that's a preferred range. But when it comes to videoing, it's cool for the pistols, but when it comes to the long rifles, it's not as wide a booth. So as an individual, a one-man show, it's a little difficult to record because you can't really get any distance. If you've got somebody with you that can do the recording, then it works for both. But if you're a one-man show, then it's difficult to do the recording with the rifles, with the long guns, because you just don't have the spacing width-wise. But with the pistols, it works out. So like I said, we had a blast. Told you we was going to try to mix it up. That's one of our alternative ranges. That's really the preferred because they don't bother you. You can rapid fire as long as you're operating safe. They don't give you a hard time. They don't mind. So that's not an issue there. And with my local range here, you can't do any rapid fire, no double taps, anything along that lines. So we're limited in what we can do there. So we'll be getting up to this range more for more footage because it works better for me. I don't get a chance to rapid fire more. So that's a skill that you need to work on. Because you need to be ready. It forces you to work on your grip. Because when you're just taking your time firing, the weapon's not moving as much. But when you're rapid firing, you got to have a tight grip. You got to be controlling the weapon. So that's something for me that I noticed that I need to work on just to be holding that firearm down and getting right back on target. So, but it was a blast. Hope you enjoyed the footage. Like I say, we will be bringing you some more. This was an impromptu setup. It was nothing that was planned. But I figured since we were going up there, that might as well get some footage, so it worked out good. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it for now. It's your boy BTG, aka Bustin' Guns. Check us out on other platforms. I did run some shorts on these, so it's gonna be some shorts out there. We are on Instagram at Bustin' Guns, Facebook, same thing. But until next time, holla.